Hear Boris Johnson say we've done everything we can. How does that make you and your colleagues feel?
I was absolutely sickened when I heard him say that, because it was patently and obviously a lie. He didn't lock down promptly. He didn't close our borders. He didn't protect our care homes. He threw vulnerable people to the wolves in care homes. He didn't do any of the things first time round that could have helped. And worse, he repeated the same mistake second time round. And all of us as doctors, we're used to making difficult decisions and having to look people in the eye and say, I'm sorry, I have to tell you your loved one is dying. We can't shirk that. That's leadership. That's being tough and doing a good job. Boris Johnson stands up in front of the cameras and he doesn't even have the decency to brush his hair, and he looks the country in the eye and he doesn't tell the truth. He tells us what he thinks we want to hear, what's popular, instead of what's right. And I can't forgive him for that, because that failure of character is having a cost of tens of thousands of lives, and we are seeing these people die.
One of the things that Dr. Clark also brought up was the fact that recently she has seen 3 generations of the same family come in and all suffer from COVID and all die because they mixed at Christmas, which was advice from the Prime Minister that we could mix at Christmas, even though, of course, the virus didn't get the memo to have the day off. She has seen 3 generations of the same family die because of a policy that your government and the Prime Minister allowed to go ahead. What's your reaction to that? Is that something you realise now
was a mistake?
Well, again, words can't convey how sad any of us would feel about the deaths of 3 members of a family.
Was it a mistake?
Well, again, I think that my approach has been to concentrate on doing better every day in those things where we can improve.
Yes.
And
do you see that as a mistake now?
No. Well, I'd say that in due course we'll have an opportunity to look back and to review all of the decisions that...
Mr Gove, we're in the second wave now, which is even more devastating than the first wave. Many people would say the time to have looked back would have been between the first wave and the second wave. For you to be turning around and saying, we're going to have time to look back down the line, what happens if we have a third wave and we're still not deciding that we're going to look back and admit that there were mistakes made and we have to learn from them? I think what the British public want to hear is you standing up and being honest and saying, we've made some mistakes. These are mistakes that we will rectify and we won't allow happen again. If you're saying you're going to look at this down the line, these mistakes are going to keep happening.